like the 6th time I've started this one. It's like the 6th take of this. I can't figure out how to say it all in a concise, like flowy way. Hey guys, what's up? It's Heather with the Mosco, and today we're out here for another me sit in front of you and talk video. They're not as fun, I don't think, as walking around, but sometimes it's got to be done. Again, my name is Heather. This is the Mosco, a channel where we are learning to garden together and encouraging you, by seeing me fail, to just go out and try even if your conditions aren't perfect. And today we are going to see how much money we have made thus far, August 29th this year, in our production garden. And I got this idea for this video because I was at the garden center in April or May or whatever, spending entirely too much money, way too much money, because that's what you do at the garden center. I mean, you don't go in there and you're like, I'm just gonna get the one thing, just gonna pick up the one thing. No, you're not. You're not. If I make it out with just one cart, I've done well. What are you talking about, one item? They get you, I'll tell you how they get you, because plants are only like $4 or $5. And so you're like, what's another $4 or $5? I just won't get that coffee at Starbucks later. And then there you are. So I was checking out at the garden center, and I'm talking with this pencil again. Let's put that down. And the girl says, and I said, oof, when she hit the total button. I knew how much it was going to be. You're adding it up as you go. But she said, oh, you'll make it back in your garden, because I had a lot of vegetable plants. I was like, could I justify this spending by actually counting how much I'm going to save in the garden? Maybe I can. So that spurred me that we should see how much money we're saving by using our production garden this year. Now, as we harvested everything this year, I wrote down very roughly in my phone, I got, a bunch of basil or 4 tomatoes, and I had a running list going in my phone of I've got the pencil again, of every single thing that we harvested this year. I'm sure I missed a couple things here or there, like if I went out and just got one jalapeno off the plant, I probably missed that. And I also did not weigh them to be very accurate, but I just took what I know when I go to the grocery store a bunch looks like. Like I know I can buy corn in a 4-pack, or I know how much a bunch of green beans looks like at the store. And I did a very, very rough estimate. I don't have to weigh it. I made the rules. Don't judge me. And I went through and wrote down, just logged it each time. And then today I went through and I wrote down exactly the totals for what I had harvested. And then I went on the interwebs and found out how much this stuff cost at the grocery store. So over the course of the season this year, yes, I used the rest of these. I made too many copies. Don't, saving paper around here. Got about $14 worth of onions, 2 bunches of rosemary, which I could be going and picking more rosemary if I needed it, but I tried to do what I would use or have used in the kitchen. And they're $1.78 a piece at my local Walmart. So that was $3.56. 12 bunches of basil. And I could have done more than that on those basil plants because they are killer. But that worked out to be 21 and 36 cents worth of basil, 2 bunches of thyme, total of $3.56. Now, I will say I put my cut flowers in the more sunny spot, not on purpose, just haphazardly. And so my cut flower production this year has been unbelievable. It's for sure the best I've ever had, but the vast majority, there's a couple things here to consider. I've gotten a lot of cut flowers this year, and I've stayed on top of harvesting them. And the other thing about it is flowers are more expensive than produce as a general rule. So I got roughly 19 large, very large bouquets. And I just figured if I was going to the grocery store and buying these flowers, I would spend roughly $20 per bouquet. And I don't think that's actually a very fair assessment at all, because you can't even get dahlias in the grocery store. To get those specialty type flowers, I would have to probably order them from a florist, and that would be much more expensive. But I just went roughly, I'm not gonna do that as a general rule. If I wanted a bouquet of flowers, I would go down to my grocery store and I would pick from what they had, and I would roughly spend about $20 each time. Maybe more, maybe 30 or 40, inflation, I don't know, but I can't see I thought $20 was a very conservative number per bouquet. So I have picked so far this year 19 bouquets. And now grant you, I'm going to pick more than that. There's a lot more flower production to be had out there. There's flowers downstairs right now that I need to arrange. But 19 bouquets at $20 a piece is $380 worth of bouquets that we have cut out of this garden. And that number to me was astounding. By far, that was our most successful crop, but that number was astounding. Green beans got $2.47 worth. Beets got $9.88 worth. Potatoes, $6.54. Cabbage, $6.24. Tomatoes, $12.10 because my tomatoes didn't do very good. Okra was my second most prolific thing that I've cut this year. I have gotten probably 15 bunches of okra, and I think because okra is more of a specialty item, it costs a little bit more because each one of the bunches from the grocery store, it costs $4.23 versus if you look at something like 5 pounds of potatoes is $3.27, and you're getting a lot more potato than you're getting okra for that price. So at this point, I've gotten 15 bunches of okra. So I've saved $63.45 in okra, and we're eating a lot of okra, and I love okra, and I've frozen a lot of okra, and we've got a lot of okra, and I'm very, very happy with that. But I was very impressed with that number of money that we saved. 6 ears of corn totaling $4.47. I probably could have got more corn if I'd been more diligent about it, but neither here nor there. $4 worth of jalapenos and $11.90 worth of cherry tomatoes. Now that's not including when we stand out there and we're just eating cherry tomatoes. And again, it's August, we're still gonna have more production out of some of these things, especially like the okra, and I've got some fall crops in the ground, so we'll probably get more production out of those as well. So total this year, a very conservative number, I have saved $543.53 by growing my own production products. Again, the majority of that is $400 worth of flowers, which again, you don't have to have flowers in your house. Like if I was broke, when I was in college for like 10 years and I was broke, I didn't have fresh flowers. The heck, wouldn't have paid for that, but I'm now able to have fresh flowers and would probably buy some fresh flowers, but be able to have these fresh flowers. Listen, I got $400 worth of flowers, okay? I grew $400 worth of flowers, and I'm proud of that. I don't need to justify it to nobody. Okay, I'm justifying it to y'all, but y'all know what I mean. So I thought that was a really impressive number. It also kind of breaks down for me what I need to be growing if I want to save money, and apparently it's flowers. But also okra is super expensive to buy at the store, and if you grow it, you get lots of it. So I was really, really excited about this. Did I cover what I originally spent on that one trip to the garden center? Probably not. I think that was a $700 trip to the garden center. But it wasn't just production products, and the amount of money I spent to get my garden up and running, did it cover? Maybe. But then some of the maintenance of the garden, like I don't have to buy trip tape again. It's good for a little while. I don't have to buy the fencing again. It's good for a little while. You have to buy soil amendments and things like that. So it pretty much paid for itself, even the startup costs. And again, had I planned better, probably would have been good. But I was really happy with that. $543 worth of crap that I've grown this year. It's a pretty good number. Pretty happy with that. So in any case, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I thought it was really fun and funny, and I hope y'all do too. Like, you know, what is that new thing that's going around, like girl math or whatever? Is this the new girl math? Like if I can eat it, then it's free type thing. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment below how much money you think you've saved by gardening this year. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.